So guys, we are back. Second episode, volume 2 on our YouTube channel. As we promised, our video is going to be a little bit longer this time, and we are starting our series 7 continents with me, of course, with all the experience, and we are starting the first traveling episode with Antarctica. I think you will like it. So guys, how to organize a trip to Antarctica? I must say I was lucky. I was filming with Daniel Cordan on Greenland, and over there I met Daniel. Other Daniel, he was the captain of the boat Rusark, and after a while he saw my work and he proposed to me, would you like to go to Antarctica with me? And my mind was like, God, can I hug you right away? Of course, we made a deal, and then in February I was in Ushuaia, and that's the starting point to go to Antarctica. So guys, Ushuaia is the end of the world for the local people, and it really is the end of the world because southern from Ushuaia you have only military bases, research institutes, and it's the point where you need to prepare all the food and to prepare your boat to head out to Antarctica. It was a lot of food buying what we buy in the supermarket. I think it was something like 2,500 euros of food because you will spend 3 weeks over there on the boat. So you cannot be hungry over there because it's not sure you can find some food over there. Preparation for Antarctica also includes the technical stuff, so you need to have a technician who will be on the boat and solve some problems if you have on the way with the engine. It's a sailboat, so we were using the wind and the motor to gain the speed to reach Antarctica Peninsula, and we needed 4.5 days to reach Antarctica Peninsula. So after you leave Ushuaia, you pass the Drake Channel, and the sea can be like really wild over there. Like when we were traveling over there, we had like 5 meters waves, and I asked the captain like, oh, the sea is pretty wild, and he said like, no, this is perfect, this is amazing. So yeah, I was like, okay. How is the life on the boat while traveling to Antarctica Peninsula? Well, you have a really tiny small room with 2 more people, so it was like 3 of us in the room, and it was like, you cannot move a lot because if you move you will hit with your head. You will have bruises at the beginning on the elbows and knees and your head, but after a few days you figure out how to sleep, and you sleep calm, no too much movements. Although you have the moments because the waves are doing this and that, and sometimes you need to like push with the hand on the wall so you can be steady in the bed. It's interesting, the kitchen on the boat. So the kitchen is actually having this gimbal. So imagine if you have a pot with a soup inside, without this gimbal kitchen, everything will be on the ground. So the kitchen is okay, but when you have the soup in your plate, you have to be a gimbal as yourself. How to explain that? Because otherwise I had many moments when the soup was on me, not inside where it should be. Best experience on Antarctica. Well, the whole Antarctica is the best experience, but I can mention a few things. So swimming in the ocean, yeah, sounds like crazy, but it was interesting. We were at Ukrainian base and they have a sauna over there. Of course, the steam over there in the sauna is like 100 degrees, something like that. And then you exit the sauna, jump into the ocean, which is 0 degrees. And I cannot describe this. It's like you have million of needles attacking your body. And you can make it like 10 seconds inside. After that, you need to go out. And then you have this Zen feeling because you are just the temperature of the sauna of your body with the ocean, and then you have these 5 minutes is like peaceful, like some universe. You just flow. It's amazing. You have to do it.
О, блядь. Перехватило дыхание.
Experiences, more experiences. Well, you can tell a lot when you go over there. Like it's like a completely different planet. The landscapes, the animals, the wildlife over there. You're kind of like alone over there, and it's so pure. You go to that state of mind when you think about your personal life, about your friends, about your partner, about your work, and I think it was for me, especially because of that like unique experience, because I made also important decisions in my life. And well, of course, the footage, the videos, the photos, like I was like, God, like, am I dreaming or is this real? So later when you check it like on the computer, whoa, it's each time you see it live, it's whoa, you see it on the computer, whoa, you come at home like, God, like I was really there. Antarctica, animals, wildlife. Okay, another story to tell. Penguins. 4 species. I saw even the king penguins, which are not so easy to find over there. And they are special because when you compare them, for example, to chinstrap penguins, which are more of like group penguins, king penguins are like, they like to be alone. And it was interesting to see them like in the sea when they are so free, but again, free and in the middle of the danger, because you have the predators over there, of course, which are hunting them. And then to see them how they are like not so used to walk like on the ground, on the soil, on the rocks over there, because they are some kind of like clumsy animals over there. It's funny to watch them on the rocks walking. And yeah, I must say, like penguins, one of the fastest animals under the water. I think they reach 30 kilometers or miles per hour of the speed. So that's amazing. Like under the water, they are super amazing. Then the whales. When I saw for the first time when the whales are making this air fishing net, I was like, oh, shit, what's happening? Like you see this spiral air bubble net, and when you start watching it, it's like super amazing. Like what's happening? Actually, what's happening? You have 3-4 whales. They are organized into groups. They go down and then they make circles. They let the air out. They make this bubble net, which you will see like on my footage. And they put all the fish in this net and they go out and pick up all the fish. And while they are doing that, the birds, they know what's happening, so they catch the fish from above. So it's an amazing piece of wildlife happening over there. Like when you see that, you're like, God. So the other side of the story with the penguins, of course, you have sea lions and sea leopards over there. they need to eat. What's their food? Penguins. And it was interesting to watch how they hide between the icebergs, how they wait for their opportunity to catch the prey. And well, I know it's cruel. I love the penguins, but it's this natural process. So it's interesting to watch how the sea predators are catching the penguins. Unexpected experiences. Of course, you're on Antarctica, so the sea leopard was hungry, and because of that reason, we lost our Zodiac boat. I hope you know what's a Zodiac boat. So, more experiences. I was with the crew on Chilean base, actually on this island over there, and at the moment I had like this sound like bam, and I turned myself and I saw a big iceberg hitting again the boat, and I was like kind of like scared what's happening, the boat will be collapsed or what, but the captain said like no, it's a usual thing, it's happening, the boat is okay, it's solid, stable, so no need to worry. So they used the stick to remove this huge iceberg, and they moved the boat on the side to be safe. Antarctic landscapes. Unique, diverse, different. Sadly, we have to mention that Antarctica has less ice than it had before. So we were at this place almost without snow. Later we went, for example, to the Paradise Harbor, and over there this glacier and this reflection on the ocean, it was like super amazing. Like the water is so, it's like a mirror, like almost no movement, and the footage over there, I was like, whoa, like this is like amazing. Like you're again, like all your senses are on another level when you film that. So of course, part of Antarctica expedition is the road back. The road. Well, we were on the ocean, so it's actually not a road. It's one line which you see on the map. So we have to go back through the Drake Channel, which can be really wild, and it was wild. Like 5 days on the sea with this like 10 meters waves. It was insane. I couldn't sleep for 5 days. I couldn't eat for 5 days. I was seasick, and I told to myself, why, like, do I really need this? I was sure that I will never go to Antarctica again. I cannot even describe you like the feelings when we were traveling back. It was even more like longer than it should be because we had an engine problem, but of course we had Pasha, he fixed the problem, and after 5 days we reached Ushuaia, and I was like, God, I'm so happy to be back on this solid ground. I will never go again, but you know, after a few days, after I came to my traveling office, after I checked the footage, gathered my feelings, I just said to myself, I want to go back. So guys, if you want to go to Antarctica, I will share you a few information, few tips that could be useful. I think 10,000 euros is the minimum you will need to reach Antarctica Peninsula, because you need to have the flight to Ushuaia, and then you can go for 6,000-7,000 euros with a cruiser, but you need to share the room with 3 more people. So it's a share room for 4 people on the cruiser, and it's for 10 days. So that's the cheapest option. If you want more, well, the price is going extremely vertical up. You have also option to fly from Ushuaia to the peninsula. I think only the flight is around 10,000 euros over there. So imagine you need also food and other things. So yeah, prepare some decent amount of money if you want to go there. Another thing that you should consider about going to Antarctica is the seasickness. So definitely take the pills, because I was trying to be brave for the first few days and it didn't went well. I was seasick and throwing up and everything, and then I started to take the pills. But now they have this better option. They have this like sticker, you put it here on the neck, and everybody says that's the best thing so far they had. Like, you just put it here and you're perfectly fine with the waves. One more important thing, yeah, of course, clothes. Warm clothes over there. It is summer. I mean, at least I was going in summer on Antarctica, but it will be cold, especially at night on the boat. It can be freezing cold still, so you can imagine like in winter to go over there or to be there in those military bases, you need to be like really wrapped in something nice and warm. If you're curious and interested to go to Antarctica, if you want a connection for the organization or your expedition, please write me a comment or message. I will connect you with Daniel, the captain, the Russian captain of Rusar crew, and he will arrange everything for you. Daniel, is there a better place to celebrate your birthday?
Yes, today is my 35th birthday, and the nature made me the present, the clear sky and the best place in Antarctica, in the Mer Channel. Behind us there is the famous mountain called Una Tits, from the tits of beautiful Una. And
of course, I made great friendships over there, so all the guys who were with me on the boat were super amazing, but I have to mention, of course, my colleague Alex, Brad, amazing photographer, videographer, and Vitali, hi Vitali, I hope you will see this video, like great friendships that are possible to get while you are traveling to this wilderness. Yeah, I have a final message for you. I hope you don't mind. Like, share, subscribe.